Hello, dear ones. Reverend Robert with you. We have got something special in store tonight, and we're going to get it started right here, right now with. Uh-oh, we did the wrong thing there. There we go. This is what we want. Kick back and enjoy a minute. We'll be right back.
I'm not worried about tomorrow. Today I declare freedom from yesterday, mistakes of the past. Today all things are made brand new. And don't it feel good to know that all is well and unfolding as it should? I can change my reality by changing my mind. Perfect peace, joy, and happiness is yours and is mine. I am blessed and so are you. And don't it feel good to know that all is well and unfolding as it should? Let me hear you say all is well, all is well. Divine Spirit is directing me right now. I am fed by the divine. I am one with all that is. My soul is free from time. I am blessed and so are you. And don't it feel good to know? Don't it feel good just to know that my soul is free from time. And all I got to do is change my mind. Y'all. Don't it feel good? All the way and unfolding as it should.
Ooh, thank you, Eddie Watkins Jr. Good evening, dear ones. I'm Reverend Robert. This is the Midweek Pick Me Up, an opportunity to come together in prayer, in music, and in a message, and all within a half an hour. So if you are with me, join me, please. And if you're in a safe space, close your eyes to, just take a moment and come to recognize the one. Recognize that one power, that one presence, that one infinite intelligence that is operating as all of life right now, that is operating as my life, your life, the lives of everyone, everywhere. And so I recognize that this time is a rich blessing, that each one here that hears this experience now or at another moment, each one a divine blessing of God's great gift on planet Earth, a great expression of this divine magnificence that is God's life coming into form right here, right now, in magnificent, joyous, and amazing ways. So what I know is I know that deeply we are one. Deeply we are each connected to everyone else on this planet, that there is a great and glorious revelation that is upon us, and I am so grateful, so very, very grateful to be a part of it all, to be present to it all. So I just invite you into this time, into this experience, as we say together with a grateful heart as we share that word. And so it is. Well, thank you, dear ones. Thank you for being with us. I'm Reverend Robert. Like I said, it's Wednesday night Pick Me Up. And tonight, let us share a little something by the amazing Floyd Lula and the Mile High Band. Check this out.
Sing it if you know it. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Sing it. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 hey. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 hey. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah.
All right. Jamie Lula and Gary Lynn Floyd, Floyd Lula with One Big Family. And I wanted to use that song tonight, folks, because that is one of the things that I think is most important right now. More than ever before, now is the time to remember that we are one big family, that deeply we are one. That in some way, beyond how we know it, beyond what we perceive of it, we are all connected. We are all part of this oneness. And I love what Jamie and Gary say in that song, right? We are love, but you listen, let us make a joyful sound. That, man, that's what New Thought Media Network is really all about. We're here to make a joyful sound, and we are inviting you to be a part of that, to be a part of making that joyful sound in various ways, in various opportunities. We'll talk all about that later. What we're really here to talk about right now is that if we are this one big family, if we really are this, and assuming we are, and that's the assumption we make operating here, is that deeply we are one. We are each a unique divine expression of this one thing called God's life. And your expression of God's life is different than mine. And my expression is different than my wife's and my kids. And that's the hardest one to remember. Right? We want them to be like us. We don't want them to be like themselves. We want them to be, no, I'm joking. But ultimately, we are here to be who we are and to give whatever we have to give, because your life is unique. Now, this doesn't mean that we all have to be celebrities. It doesn't mean that everybody has to know our names and know who we are and what we did. It's not like about becoming famous for being here. It's about living while we're here. It's about being who we've come here to be. Some of us have come here to be healers. Some of us have come here to be doctors and lawyers and ministers. We each have unique sets of gifts and skills and talents to give. And that's what it's really all about. So as I was digging around today, doing the work that I do and all this, I came across a quote from our founder, Dr. Ernest Holmes. And this really, in a lot of ways, speaks to me about what we're talking about here, right? He wrote, it is not necessary, if we should pass on tonight, that anyone should remember that we have ever lived. All that means anything is that while we live, we live. And wherever we go from here, we shall keep living. So it's about keeping on, continuing to live in a meaningful way, continuing to live a spiritual life. Okay, so yeah, I get that. I'm going to keep on living, but how do I make it work so that this stuff works for me? Right? We really do have that belief that we're here to create a world that works for everyone, right? That includes you and it includes me. And so how do I, what are some of the keys or some of the steps or some of the ideas on how to live while I'm living here? Well, Carlton Pearson had, I found a scrap of paper in one of my journals also today that had Carlton Pearson's name on it, Bishop Carlton Pearson. It had his name on it, and it had 5 aspects on it. I looked all day for the reference, couldn't figure out where this came from, but I wanted to share it with you. So what he said was, number 1, we've got to know yourself. You have to know yourself. You have to know who you are, how you identify, what you like, what you don't like. Beyond that, you have to love yourself. So first we get to know who we are, and then we begin to love that we are and all that we are. As we add on to that, you get to be yourself. So we go from knowing who we are to loving who we are to feeling that sense of freedom and that expression to, hey, I'm going to be myself out here. I'm going to be who I am. And that's part of what we're always asking you to do, is to come be yourself. Now, if we need a little help getting to know ourselves or love ourselves, that's okay. That's the part of the journey. Know yourself, love yourself, be yourself, and then build yourself. Build yourself the life you truly desire. Build yourself the work you want to do. Build yourself to yourself. And finally, balance yourself. Know yourself, love yourself, be yourself, build yourself, and balance yourself. And I take that balance to be that place of balance between the ego and the divine, between that which I think is, what I'm supposed to be, and that which what I'm being called to be. I think Carlton had it pretty close. I like it. Know yourself, love yourself, be yourself, build yourself, balance yourself. And that, to me, feels like a recipe to create a life that works, a life that works for me in creating the life that I really want to be. Because remember, who you are on this planet is absolutely vital. What I know is, I know there is a great revelation upon us. I know that right now in the world of form, there is a fading away of stuff that no longer serves. There's a crumbling of old systems and old paradigms and old ideas. And as all that stuff falls away, there's opportunity for newness, something different, something more magnificent perhaps than ever before to emerge as our lives, through our hands. Because it's you and I that are doing the work of creating this new world, of creating this world that works for everyone. It's you and I that are doing the work of supporting others in awakening to their spiritual magnificence, of awakening to not only their spiritual magnificence, but their human magnificence simultaneously. As we awaken to those truths, then it is natural for us to bring forth the gifts, the skills, the talents that are inherently ours to share with the world. That's what the world needs. The world needs you. The world needs your gifts. It needs you to step up and say, yes, I will share who I have come here to be. Yes, I will give in this way or that way. I'm not talking, it's not about giving away all your money. It's not about giving away all your time, but we have to be in a place of serving this evolutionary consciousness. Maybe that means that we unfriend a few people or unfollow a few pages in our social media feed. Maybe that means that we take a break from social media once in a while. 1 day off a week. That couldn't hurt, could it? Maybe it means that we're more conscious and more mindful about the memes and the information that we do share on social media. let us create a joyful sound together. Let us create a joyful sound of millions and millions of heartbeats saying yes to serving the emerging vision of life on planet Earth. What if we create that joyful sound of millions and millions of heartbeats saying yes to a global vision of a world that works for everyone, where everyone is safe and secure and feels empowered, where there's enough food and resources and housing for everyone, where peace is the norm. Here in New Thought Media Network, we're pushing for peace. You're going to see more and more things around peace and how do we activate a peaceful vibration in our lives, in our moment by moment lives. Every Friday we do a Heart of Peace meditation at 9 a.m. Starting soon, our dear friend Reverend Dr. Barbara Legere is coming back online to join us and share her perspective on peace. And your participation in all this is absolutely vital. You raising up your vibration, you joining in all that we do around here to buoy our own experience. So when things are down, show up for prayers. When things are going really bad, put a prayer request in. When things are going great, send in a prayer request and let us celebrate your wins with you as well. It's not hubris to celebrate your wins. Let's celebrate our wins together. Let's celebrate together how we're bringing this thing online, how we're bringing on board online this new way of being, this new experience of life. I'm excited. I'm excited for what comes next, for what's happening in the rest of this month, October, and what November and December bring, and what the new year brings. And yes, I'm ready, I think like most of us, I'm ready to put 2020 beside me, behind us, and really launch into something new. Will you join me? Because I'm going, and there's a whole bunch of us going. We're going forward into the new decade, into the next, whatever we want to call it, in order to create a vibration and an environment where people feel inspired, uplifted, ready to give and ready to be. I feel like this is that point where I want to remind myself, we are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment. We are inspiring humanity's evolution along the journey of enlightenment, and we are creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. Sounds like a lot of fun, doesn't it? I trust you'd be willing to come with us. So to set us up for our closing prayer tonight, I want to share another piece of music with you. This is a woman who I've gotten to know a little bit lately, and we've done a couple of things, and we're going to do another interview real soon here together. Got scheduled to do another interview soon. She's just won some great awards in the world of positive music, and she's got this song that's been around, and I'll tell you, every time I hear it, it just reminds me and it hits me, and it says, "Yup, this is truth." This is Patricia Bahia and her song "Every Day Is a Gift."
All living with the terminal condition called life. No matter how I try to fight it, can't deny it. No one gets out of here alive. Every golden sunset fades to black. Never know if it'll be the last, but I know I've only got one chance to live this precious life. Every day is a gift. Every day is a lesson how to live. Every day is a chance. To sit it out, enjoy the day. day is a gift. Every day is a lesson. Every day is a chance to live. Every day is a gift. Every day is a lesson. Every day is a chance. To sit it out, to join the dance. Every day is a chance to lift your thoughts, to love, forgive, to live. Every day is precious. Every day is precious. Every day is precious.
Yeah, every day is a gift. Every day is precious, and we have that choice to sit it out or join the dance. And so I invite you in this moment to join me in the dance of prayer, in the dance of oneness, in the dance of this affirmative word, as we take a moment to remind ourselves and be reminded that there is truly only one power, one presence, one infinite intelligence, and that oneness is expressing itself as all of life, as every experience of life, every expression of life, every aspect of life. I know the one as the source, the supply, the never-ending wellspring of love and light and beauty, truth and health and wealth and well-being and abundance and prosperity. I know this oneness as that one self-existent cause that is right now taking on form in order to abandon that form so that we may take on new form. And I know that right now there is the old form that is falling away, that is dissipating as new form is coming into play, as new form is coming online for our awareness, for our sight. I recognize that each human life, each life of any sort is part of this oneness, is a divine, unique emanation of God's life, a one-time event on this planet, never to be repeated. And I know that the world would be a much, much lesser place without you, without the gifts that you bring, the gifts that only you can bring to this grand thing called life. For I know your life is absolutely perfect, whole, complete, nothing missing, nothing absent. I know that same truth of my life and the truth of the lives of those that never hear these words, those that hear these words at another time, in another dimension, regardless of time and space, each one a divine emanation of God's life. So together, deeply, we are one, and together we are creating a world that works for everyone. Together we are ushering forth a new vision for life, for humanity's life on planet Earth, ushering forth a new vision of how we serve and come together in community and brotherhood and sisterhood and fellowship and all of it. Because it's all God. And it really could be no other way. So I am grateful to affirm this truth, to be a part of this evolution, to be in spiritual partnership with each and every one across this planet, and to really know that yes, we are creating a world that works better for everyone, moment by moment by moment. So I am grateful to release this word into that law that must say yes, the law that is already operating upon this prayer. I release this word into that law, and I let it be. And I raise up and I affirm in truth and invite you to join me in that affirmation as we say together. And so it is. And so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much for being here this evening, dear ones. And thank you for being a part of the New Thought Media Network. There's a link in the description for your donations, your tithes, your gifts, your offerings. I want to say thank you for that so much. It is your contributions that allow us to keep creating these experiences, raising up this vibration and broadcasting this message out into the ethers, wherever it wants to go. And I want to let you know there's a new link in the description today. At the very bottom, you're going to see a link that says Give Butter. We are ramping up for our fall fundraiser and getting ready to launch into 2021. We're going to have a very special event on Friday, November 20th 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. Mountain Time. We're talking Jamie Lula. We're talking Lisa Ferrero. We're talking Gary Lynn Floyd. I got a lot of other people I'm talking to, so I'll be talking about more of them as we go. A night of music, message, an opportunity to share more about what this amazing network is. We want to do that with you. And to give Butterlink, we want to give you an opportunity, and we want to say thank you for your support in this past year. And so there's an opportunity to make a one-time contribution and perhaps get yourself some goodies. Coffee mugs, mouse pads, hoodie sweatshirts, original artwork, all kinds of cool stuff over there. Check it out, click that link, and learn a little bit more about our fall fundraiser, Launch 2021. We're coming together to really move and secure this mission, this ministry's ability to move into the coming year in a strong, prosperous, and financially stable way. So we invite you to join us and invite your friends. We'd love for them to join us too. All right. I'm going to get out of here for now, folks. I will let you get back into the rest of your evening. Do remember, I almost forgot. Before we go, we got something special coming up in a couple of weeks. Now, some of you might know that Tuesday, the 3rd of November is a pretty big deal, and that is totally the wrong flyer. So here's what's happening. Tuesday, November 3rd, Prayers Up America. We're going to meditate the vote, and we're going to do a mindfulness practice 4 times a day during Election Day. 7 a.m. Mountain, 10 a.m. Mountain, 4 p.m. Mountain, and 7 p.m. Mountain. 45-minute shared collective meditation experience where we're going to use music and prayer and meditation to raise up the vibration of truth on the planet, and especially here in the United States as we move into as we move through our election process. And then, hey, November 19th, I've also been invited to be a part of the Make This World a Better Place meditation. Now, I will not be meditating for 24 straight hours, but I've been invited to be a presenter at the 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 11:30 a.m. Mountain Time. Been invited to be a presenter in this great work. So I'll let you know more about that as we go. Check out the newsletter to keep your eyes on all those details. And if you need to get onto our newsletter, there's a link in the description that'll let you sign up for the newsletter. I'm out of here, folks. I love you much. I hope you have a great evening. We'll be back again 8:15 p.m. Just a couple hours for evening prayers. Until then, peace and blessings. Bye now.